Getting out of the water and into dry land is the true gift of swimming. In our first video of this mini-series, we explore how the physical and mental act of going swimming is a little crazy. In our second video, we explored how inside the water, opposites collide. In this video, we explored the return to dry land. From the beginning of time, people swam because they wanted something on the other side of the water, something valuable enough to risk their lives, probably in search of something essential for survival, like food. Once they got what they were looking for, they brought the prize back home. Today, we also swim to get something from the other side of the water. Some of our most essential things for our survival can still be found there: mental and physical health. It's undeniable that we live in the age of chronic stress. Many chronic illnesses are related to or made worse by chronic stress. The antidote to chronic stress is not rest. It is acute stress, intense bouts of effort followed by recovery. It's in the slow, non-stop buildup of stress that we get sick. It's in the recovery after a hard workout that we get healed. Our muscles get stronger when we are asleep, not when we're working out. We get paid in our jobs after we've completed the work, not when the job is halfway done. We receive medals at the end of the competitions. We receive birthday gifts after 12 months of being alive. What goes on at the chemical level goes on at the story level. This curve is the same as the hero's journey, but inside your body. Neurochemically, our bodies feel endangered when we swim. Every swimmer, from Michael Phelps at the height of his career to a person who is aquaphobic, is chemically aroused by swimming. Crossing the threshold, the shock of cold, or immersion triggers a fight or flight response, a surge of stress hormones. Lactate builds in the muscle, lungs burn with CO2 buildup, and your body fights fatigue. Stress peaks. Then comes the reward, the return. Endorphins, dopamine, and serotonin flood the system. This neurochemically high is the elixir brought home, a deep sense of calm and satisfaction and relief. Physically, you dive into the deep, you struggle to swim through the waters, and then you climb out. Mentally, you leave familiar thoughts, wrestle with new creative ones, and emerge calmer. Story-wise, returning to dry land is Marlin finding Nemo. It's E.T. returning home. It is Simba returning to Pride Rock. It is the Hobbits back in the Shire. It's Odysseus finally returning to Ithaca. If water is a symbol of mystery and adventure, the return is the prize. It is the pearl at the bottom of the ocean. It is returning to what is familiar with a new perspective, new skills, and newfound confidence. It is the sunrise after a dark night. It is spring after a cold winter. It is hugging a friend that you haven't seen in a very long time. It is waking up from a nightmare. The end of a swim is knowing the effort was worth it. You might dread jumping into cold water, but you'll never regret the hot shower afterwards. In the thousands of swims I've taken in my life, never once have I thought, oh, I wish I hadn't gotten into the water this time. That's because there's always something important that comes from swimming. Sometimes swimming gives me a reality check of how out of shape I am. Sometimes it humbles me. Other times it shows me exactly what I need to do to keep getting better. Although this happens less often, sometimes I come out of the water feeling accomplished. But I always come out of the water with a new tool for life. When you go swimming, you're not listening to a story. You're experiencing in flesh a fractal version of your own story. So make sure to enjoy the ending of the swim, of every story, of every skill achieved, of every season completed. The reward is not always what you want, but it is always what you need. If you want to know more about our swim camps, click here. If you want to know more about our method, click here. See you there. Swim smooth.